I'm Corey Kerr. This is Vector Basics. Today we are going to talk about textures and how to make textures in Illustrator so that you can use them to knock shapes out, rough things up, destroy, vintage kind of effect. Okay, I use GoMedia for a lot of things. They have an entire library full of textures and everything else that you can grab. Occasionally things go on sale and you can grab them then. Their rolled ink is awesome. A lot of these. So I'm going to go through my GoMedia library here, and I'm just going to take a look at a few of these, and I'm going to select this one. This is the one that I'm going to work with. So I'm going to open this up in Photoshop, which I have right here. Now there's a few things that you can do in Photoshop that will really help prep this to create a vector texture, which is what we're going to go for right now. The first thing that you want to do is go and create a threshold adjustment layer. This is going to turn every pixel on this layer either black or white. And you slide this little slider around to choose how much or how little you want to turn black or white. So I'm going to go about like that. Then I'm going to let that go. Then I'm going to highlight both of those things, and I'm going to click Command, Alt, Shift, E. You'll notice over here that that creates a separate layer. I can get rid of these, and I can grab this layer. I'm going to invert it right now, and I just want the black to create a texture. Now you can come in and you can kind of paint, so that this doesn't have an edge or whatever. We're just going to leave it for the sake of time here. Command A to select, Command C to copy. Then let's jump over to Adobe Illustrator. We'll make a new document. Okay, Command V to paste. Now I've pasted that image over. I'm going to just adjust my artboard here to kind of match this. Now click on this and go up to Image Trace. Now there are a bunch of different options. Don't worry about those right now. Just click Image Trace. It'll give you this warning. Go ahead and click OK. Then once it does this, it's going to be vectorizing or tracing over the drawing here, and then it's going to give you kind of a default like that. We don't want to just grab that, so I want to bring up this menu. And under this menu, you've got a bunch of different presets. Go ahead and leave those alone. And if you don't see this advanced setting, go ahead and expand that advanced so you can see the advanced. You want as many paths as you can get, as many corners as you can get. And one thing that you want to do is you want to turn off preview while you're making these adjustments, because it takes a little while to make these adjustments. Turn this off. I'm going to add more corners, and I want noise because that's what's going to create the texture. Right now this kind of looks vectory, but I want as much noise as possible. I want as many corners and as many paths as possible. I don't want strokes. I only want fills. Go ahead and get that as well. Get rid of that. Then you can click preview. It'll take a moment and it will spit out what you've just done. Now you can slide those sliders around any way that you want. You can. The next thing that we'll do is we'll take a look at threshold and see what that does. But yeah, you can slide these around and make whatever adjustments you want. I'm going to increase the threshold and see what happens there. Kind of takes a moment. This is a fairly intensive process. I'll speed this up in the video, but so that's not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty messy. So you can go ahead and X out of that. And now you have a vector texture. In the next video, we'll talk about what to do with those vector textures, how you can apply them to get kind of an effect going on. A lot of t-shirt designers will do this for kind of a vintage look. It also is a great way to mess something up for screen printing when you can't use gradients and things like that. So